presence. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Am I correct, my brother?
Yes.
Am I correct? Now,
Right.
after the first testament wasn't fulfilled because it was too hard, and God let Muhammad have his way with Islam.
Wait, whoa.
He fulfilled the second testament by bringing his son back.
Why do you not understand my speech?
Why don't you understand our
The
speech?
second testament.
Even because ye cannot hear my word.
You can't hear what we're saying. You hear yourself. You can't.
Yahweh ISIS, I'm counselor of the people, so when I'm speaking in Hebrew, I want to make it clear to you that our trials and tribulations was beyond massive. Now your pastors would teach us to be living.
Now, like society will tell you that we're 25% this, 10% that, 5% this. But if you're a true believer in God, and you believe in His Holy Bible, that's been translated into every language on the planet. If you believe in this Bible, then you'll go with what the Bible says. The Bible says there's no such thing as mixed. The Bible says, according to your forefathers, that's who you are. Your mother, you said she was a white woman?
No such thing as men.
What did she say?
But it takes two.
You're right, but she means nothing when it comes to determine the nationality of the birth of a child. Go to Numbers verse 1 and 8. Because God says so.
What determines nationality?
No, it doesn't. You know why it doesn't? I'm going to tell you why it doesn't. Because if I'm born, listen, my granddaughter was born in Japan. She's not Japanese.
Why not?
You know why?
She's born in America.
You know why? You know why? No. You know why? Because her forefathers of Messina, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, she was just born in Japan. If you're born on an airplane, on an American Airlines, in the sky, over the Pacific Ocean, what would your nationality be? If you're born on a boat in the middle of the sea, what would your nationality be? An Atlantean?
Whatever my mother and father was.
Whatever your father was, thus saith the Lord.
Bring it out!
See, this is why in these last days, the true prophets, the true scientists, the true teachers of God are going to rise up. And when Christ comes back, He's going to smash every false doctrine in this earth. One of them is, and I'm not coming down on it, brother. I'm not coming down on it. I'm saying, the Bible is. Numbers 1 verse 18. So all the congregation of the nation of Israel was assembled together. Read on.
On the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers.
By the house of your forefathers, that's what you are. So if your mother was from Puerto Rico and your father was a so-called Dominican, that makes you a Dominican. Your mother, her side is Puerto Rico. But when we're talking about determining your nationality, why do you think the woman takes the man's name? Common sense. When you get married, you don't take your wife's name. She takes your name and joins your house. Why? Because the house of your fathers is what the Bible is talking about. See, in this society, they allow women to compassionate. That's why now women like take their last names. You understand what I'm saying? Or they keep their last name of their fathers. Any man that allows his woman to keep her last name, that ain't even your woman. She still belongs to her father. Because if she truly loved you, she'll take your name and join your house. Because that's your house. Because we are who are part of God according to the Bible. See, there's a lot of false knowledge, false wisdom, false understanding in this earth. What you have to understand is the true teachers are right here. Teaching you daily, week in and week out, your nationality according to the Bible.
Yes. Now, first, I just wanted to let you know, what you hear when I talked about walking zombies? When I was saying there's certain people, yes, that guy, your friend, he's dead. And he doesn't even believe he's really dead. He's actually a walking zombie. Like, even you heard out of his own say, he believes in what man said, right? You heard him say that, right?
Yo, when we argued before, you never said that.
I know, but let me tell you why.
When we argued before, you never said that.
But why? Because the spirit of darkness was talking. That demon that was in him, that said that. Because if you would have seen his eyes turned like this when he said it. You didn't see his eyes. Yes, that was the demon inside of him. That's why after a while he couldn't take it anymore. Like it says, once the demon and then you would have seen him start doing this. Because he had more than one demon. Like straight struggling inside. And then after a while, he looked at you while you was over there, and if you would have seen him, he looked at you in a way like, something was going to happen. Then he looked over here, and he's like, all right, peace out, and he walked away. Because that's how you know when a person's demonically possessed. It tells you how to sense it. Like you, for example, even if you have demons on you, you're able to suppress it. He couldn't do that. Number one, he's not Israelite. Huh? Even if, let's say, even if you have demons on you, you have the side of you that's able to suppress it because you're hearing part of the light and you don't want to be rebellious. The Bible says rebellion is a sin similar to witchcraft, and you're not ready for that sin. He is. You heard out of his own mouth. He would hear what man said rather than the Most High saying. You never heard him say it. Only Satan certainly say it. Because Satan wants you to hear that. And also for Romans 3:3 too. Yes. Because I'm going to go back to that because like I said before, there are walking zombies around here. They're dead. They don't know. Like for example, what?
You know what's really messed up? What the angel does. You guys heard of angel does?
Yeah, drugs.
Angel does.
Yeah.
The water. That's what. When he opened that doorway, he let the devil in.
Yeah, but the thing is that drugs, you can get that off. It's like this. You can open the doors and let the devil in. Then you can let another one in. Then another one. Then another. And you can have your spirit. Yes, if you, the thing is, people, we understand, we see this all the time. This ain't nothing different. Like when we saw him, he was calm. You start getting shakes. You didn't see the shakes. Once you start getting shakes, and it wasn't a shaking of, it was a shaking of fear and anger at the same time. Why? Because number one,
I'm trying to make sure he didn't pick up. Girl, look how you act. They gonna know you're on something.
Why don't you sit down and calm down until you get yourself together?
I just want to know, what is your nationality?
My mother's Puerto Rican, my father's Dominican.
Okay. All right, good. See, the thing is, so you're one of us. He wasn't number one. He was a Syrian, so he's already attracted to the darkness. Because it tells you, like many of the Gentile nations, they easily attracted to the darkness. So that's why he was getting mad. And the thing is, the demon took over. The demon took over him so badly that he couldn't even hear what you had to say. Like there was one time you say, yo, he can't hear you. The Bible even tells you once a person can't hear another person's words, that means they got one-on-one with Satan. They are all their fathers, the devil. That's why he was like this. He said that he believes in man. Yeah, Romans, you saw it with your own eyes. Romans 3:3. Read it.
That was amazing right now. What just happened.
Romans chapter 3, verse 3. For what if some did not believe?
Yeah, what if some did not believe? What if you had not one of them? What if you had like 7 of them over here and it was over here, I don't believe that, I don't believe that. What if they came around here and said they didn't believe that? Read it.
Shall their unbelief make the faith of God without effect?
Is that going to make the faith of the Most High God without effect? All right? Will that unbelief, will that right there hinder the truth? The answer is this.
God forbid.
No to the I. It means no. Heck no. I want to say the other word, but it's children out here. But no. Right here. Keep going.
Yeah, let God be true,
Yeah, let God be true.
but every man a liar.
Yeah, and your friend wanted to listen to what man said. Now about that Islam, like a lot of things, like for example, there's a lot of things that the Bible goes against. Like for example, in the Islam religion, do they eat pork?
No.
No. Supposedly they don't eat pork.
Supposedly, but they say,
Are they allowed to eat pork? Yes. The answer yes or no.
I don't think so.
The answer is no.
No.
Okay, but do they eat shrimp and lobster? Are they allowed to do that? The answer is yes. It says,
Yes, okay.
according to them,
I can
it says,
accept that.
okay, according to
accept that.
okay, but wait. According to the Bible, it's not allowed to eat shrimp or lobster. That's banned in the Bible.
Say that again?
Shrimp and lobster is banned in the Bible. You're not allowed to eat that. And the reason why, because they weren't created for that. The Most High, He gives the dietary law in the Bible what you can eat. Even for example, you're not supposed to eat things strange. That's in the Bible also. Things that's torn by beasts. You can't eat blood either. So you can't eat meat. There's different laws in the Bible that the Bible says follow. Like people were saying, well, since Muslims want to keep beers and they eat pork, that means it's like the same. It's not like the same. Number one, the chosen people of the Bible are the Israelites. The chosen people of Islam are the Arabs, many of the Buddha nation, which is Saudi Arabia. The Bible says the Lord of the Bible is Yahweh and His Son is Yahweh Shai. According to the Islamic God, He doesn't look nothing like a human. He doesn't have no family and all that. That's according to the Islamic God. According to the Bible, he's like his people, and he says that in the future he will walk amongst them. According to the Quran, their God, he will always be there. Nobody's seen him. They only know descriptions. And he has many arms. He has hundreds of eyes.
Right,
He
I want to
cannot
get
be
back to
described.
that.
Yes, like that. It even says that the angels never see him, right there. And he lives all the way up there alone, naked. So, and according to him, Muhammad is supposed to be the last prophet. And Muhammad, he was a short guy. He was he used to love to paint his eyes and things like that. And he had a very, very soft-sounding voice, and people heard him. They said that he had a very soft-sounding voice. He didn't like wearing underwear. He wore, the hadith breaks down a lot of things that Muhammad did. He wore different type of perfumes that were really good. And he also married a young girl at the age of 9, and Ravisha at the age of 12. He done a lot of these things, but he's considered a prophet of Israel. Now the Bible says a man is not supposed to wear things that's pertaining to a woman. So, but that's what I'm doing. And also, if you know about certain Sunni Muslims, they actually do the mascara also. Yeah. So, but even
Does that mean that they're following wrong, right? They're following the other?
they're following the hadith? Yes, they are.
Okay.
Yeah, because remember, what we follow the Bible, right? And the follow.
But this is not in the Quran. This is in the Hadith.
But still, that's supposed to be an inspiring book. It's still considered an inspiring. You could ask any heathen about the hadith, they'll say it's inspired. They just don't.
So the Muslims are actually following.
Yes. The Bible says the whole world is in darkness except for the ones that found the light. And it says the light are the ones that found the truth of the Bible. And Christ said that he is the way, the truth, and the light.
What about Nubian Nation?
Nubian Nation. They're a little mixture of the conscious community, some of Islam, some of Egyptology mixed together.
And the Moors?
Yes, that's who they are. Yes. They're just like, they're an upgrade version of the Moors. There's the Moorish science in the Nubian Nation. They're like an upgrade of it. And many of them are followers of Malachi Ziyuk.
You know,
Yes, and Malachi Ziyuk was once an Israelite at one time. He was once an Israelite at one time. But he wasn't, he didn't agree with many of the teachings of the Bible. So he wanted to go out there and follow other teachings, and then he got confused. So he made up his own religion. That was the whole thing. Yeah, people met Malachi Ziyuk. He was a regular Israelite, following the Bible, sat down in class, but guess what? He didn't like what the Bible was saying. So, like it says in Romans, it says, somewhere in Romans that there's certain people that like to follow righteousness, but they want to go and establish their own righteousness. That's what the Bible talks about. So, and also about Islam, right? There's a lot of racism. I mean, there's racism in the Bible also because it tells you that Israel is above the nation, above all nations, but they want to make it seem like everybody in Islam is equal in the hadith. It makes fun of
us Dominicans got confused that we think because they programmed the whole island to think that the Romans looked white.
The Romans? We say the Romans.
The Roman time. There was a time that they had in history in the school.
Yeah, the Romans. Yeah, the Romans, they were right. The original first Roman, the Romans all the way up to Claudius, they were
black.
No. The Romans up into Claudius, Emperor Claudius, they were white. They were white. All the way from Julius, Tiberius, Caligula, Claudius. After Claudius, that's when they start incorporating like different nations.
Because you know that the presidents in the Dominican Republic used to get painted white. They were at times black, right?
And you know why they did that too? Huh? You know why they did it, right?
Program the island.
Yes, and plus because people in the island had to worship that image right there.
Yes, sir.
Exactly. That's why in Brazil, in Rio de Janeiro, you see an image almost as big as the Statue of Liberty of that same image with his hands on it.
What I was asking was, the Roman time, maybe I'm not saying this correctly. The Roman times, the pictures that we get with them hanging out, you know, in the red things, and how the whole story of them being spoiled of everything and everything, right?
The first generations of Romans
they were not. They were white.
Yeah, the first generations of Romans were.
Moreno, right? black looking.
No. First generations of Romans.
You understanding what I got
know what you're
confused?
talking about. You make it seem
Like,
like
what did they look like?
Okay, the thing is, if you look at the Italians today, which is in Rome, yeah,
And I know in Sicily they're black.
Yes, I know, but the thing is, the original Romans, the first generations, up to, if you know about Emperor Claudius, after Emperor Claudius died, then that's when the empire started opening more and expanding, people higher in their ranks. But before that, they really was white. See, the Italians today, when you look at them, that came after hundreds of years later. When they start after they start intermingling and everything like that.
Okay.
For example, the original Arabs.
Because I had that confused. You understand?
The original Arabs were extremely dark skinned. But now if you go to Saudi Arabia, they look pale. Even Yosef Arafat, he had blonde hair. You rarely do see his hair. Yosef Arafat, the president of Saudi Arabia, he was white. Yes, yeah, he had blonde hair, blue eyes. He always hides his hair. He hides his hair in a big turban, so you won't see it. Yeah. And he was friends with Bush. There was a picture of him and George Bush tongue kissing. They were tongue kissing at something. Yeah. So they're into that stuff.
I was just confused. You know, that's why I was asking, because I was confused about that, brother.
Yeah.
Like, for a long time.
Yeah, well, we're over here trying. But remember, the Father's name, God's name is Yahweh. Say it, Yahweh.
Yahweh. I know the name.
Yeah, you want me to tell you why? Because certain people just can't. Dead people can't say Yahweh. If I would have asked your friends, they
so I can say I'm not dead.
Yeah, because the thing is, your friend, if we would have asked him to say that, you would have looked at him.
How you say it again? Yahweh?
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
That's right.
Can I say it again? Yahweh.
Yeah. And the reason why you remember that, because in the future, the whole world is going to know that name. His name is Yahweh. That's where you get the word.
That's what I came here today. So I'm gonna go.
And the son's name, Jesus Christ, his name is Yahweh. Yes, that's the holy name of all generations, right there. So, but these walking zombies, they don't know that. Even Christ said it. I believe it's John 8. And,
before you start, is that I don't like to leave right in the middle.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Yes.
I don't see no water here. Y'all want me to buy some water and bring it back?
Yes, that'll be a blessing. Yeah.
I'm going to get a couple, 2 gallons or just a couple of spring water?
Just a couple of spring water. That's the nice part. We need more brothers like him.
That's right.
He got the street fire. FBI, they be having my phone tapped. Look outside, CIA, they got my home tapped. I keep it so real, y'all got to feel me. After conspiracy theory, man, they got to kill me. Yahweh Itazyah, counselor of the people. So when I'm speaking in Hebrew, I wanna make it sense.